Go ninja, go ninja, go. You know.
Hey, today's Saturday morning and you're interrupting my cartoon viewing.
Well, I've put my cartoons behind me like that, so
Oh, excuse me, but some of us still like Muppet Babies.
Muppet Babies is a swell cartoon.
I mean, it was an interesting interpretation.
Yeah, I mean, for people who love the Muppets, I was kind of raised on Muppets and Sesame Street and all that, but I was not a Muppet Babies guy. I was like a little too older for them.
I
Like
couldn't understand why Kermit wasn't a tadpole. I was like, this is inaccurate.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Deb's here. Hi, Deb.
Deb's here already. That's actually good. That's good to see. So, here we are doing our super secret backpack secret Saturday backpack show. And
Aw,
welcome to
Mr.
it.
Collins is here.
Mr. Collins. Well, then it's pretty almost a quorum. If we have Bob Collins, it's pretty much a deal.
That's it. That's all we need.
Yeah. So, well, listen. Here's what I thought we could do. Is do you have some? We could probably
come up with a secret word.
Topics and stuff too. Probably. Do you think?
I think first.
Hi everyone, Tim Kitzrow from NBA Jam and NFL Blitz, welcoming you to The Backpack Show. Your hosts, Chris Brogan, Kerry Gorgone, Boom Shakalaka. Backpack Show.
I was looking for my Sharpie. I've been away for a couple of days and like my little desk just gets pilfered.
Yeah. Rumor has it that you were out and about at a holiday party of some sort. There's probably some other stuff going on up in your company that you work at.
I work for the coolest company called Appfire.
Yeah.
And they brought people in, everybody who wanted to come in for a holiday gathering and to do some good social works. Today's secret word is Bob. So
Bob.
If you email me the secret word Bob, I will send you some backpack coin. You do need like a free rally account.
Sorry.
You need a free rally account. But once you have that, just tell me what your rally ID is, and I will send you some backpack coin, the currency of the Backpack Show, just for being here with us on our secret Saturday pop-up show and knowing the secret word, which is Bob. Just email me, Kerry at chrisbrogan.com.
Perfect. So what was the fare at the holiday party? What was the food situation like, and what was the kind of vibe, would you say?
So I'll tell you how déclassé I am, but they had really amazing food and my experience on the flight, Deb. Yeah, I'll get back to that. So they had really fancy lobster and really good steak and fancy stuff. And instead I went and stole like 4 of the grilled, what are they, fried chicken sliders.
Oh,
and
right.
Yeah, made like a little charcuterie board of the sliders on our table. And you know what? It was everybody wanted them, so I felt like it was okay. But yeah, it was pretty good.
I had heard tell that there was also a shuck your own oysters setup, but I decided that that's what they have employees for. So I didn't hear anything more about that.
So all right. I'm like, well, there's still a pandemic on. I don't really want to be like shoulder to shoulder shucking oysters with any maskless people going to breathe all over my food, for one thing. Mm-hmm. So I was like, maybe not. Hey, your mom's checking in.
Hello, my mom. Hello, Diane Brogan, the best mom I've ever had so far out of all of my moms.
So Deb said, heard about your experience in the flight, Kerry. Well,
yeah, what happened on the flight?
Well, I'm always like the one person I sit behind every time I fly. I sit behind the one person who still thinks it's cool to recline your seat like all the way on like one of those regular Southwest flights. And I'm like, oh man, this is going to give me a headache. And so before we even get started, the guy sneezes like 6 times. He's right in front of me 6 times in a row. And the first time you see everybody sort of get uncomfortable like they do now. And then the second time people are starting to get a little more uncomfortable. Let me tell you what, by number 4, they were ready to yeet him off the plane, as the kids say. They were so done with him. And by 6, I was like waiting for the flight attendants to come and offer him like a bag to put over his head. I don't know. So that happened. And then he reclines all the way before even takeoff and stays reclined. And then he's like trying to push it further the whole time. And I'm like, dude, that is as far back as it freaking goes. Like, I'm trying to read a book and he's bumping into it and stuff.
So he's in front of you and he's like,
yes. and then like trying to push back more off that wall they got in the front there, like push even further. So I couldn't put my tray table down because it wouldn't come all the way down because his seat was so far back. I was like, dude. Anyway, did he have allergies? I don't know. He's apparently allergic to sitting upright. Is my guess.
We'll have to find out if he's allergic to not catching hands.
So
Hey, Paul.
in case you were feeling really sad about not traveling during COVID, don't. It's just as bad as you remember.
Just as bad.
So hey, Bob says, jingle all the way. Yes. Put the seat back all the way. No. Is it just me? I won't even put it back even a little. Like, I feel bad. Nobody has any room.
I stay upright because I don't know what happened, but lately I'm pretty good at falling asleep in airplanes. So you know what I least want is someone to wake me up to go, sir, can you push your seat back forward? Sir. That is not a great way to wake up.
I never ask, by the way. I figure if they're rude, they already know they're rude. And like, there's not much point in me pointing it out to them. So Jane says, start kicking that seat like a 4-year-old. You know what I have done? And I have like at times prop my knees up on it because I'm like, if they're going to be rude, I guess I could. Hey, look who it is.
Matt. Hey, Matt. No, I totally am down with that too. I'm down with the sickness. So,
but one really cool thing that we got to do when we were up at the holiday thing was assemble toiletry boxes for Rosie's Place, which is a charity in Boston. So they provide resources for women getting out of domestic violence and their kids. So that was pretty cool. Such a cool company.
Yeah, I heard the boxes were pretty cool. They had like stamps and probably gum and
like deodorant and things like toiletry things that are surprisingly hard to come by when you're like
when you bolt out of the house, you don't know.
Right, when you're relocating in a hurry.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a very important charity. It's super not worth making fun of, but
they do have an Amazon wish list. Rosie's Place does, if you're interested in supporting them. So I'll grab the link for it, but it's probably going to be an ugly link. All you have to do though is go on Amazon. You can search for wish lists for all your favorite charities. A lot of them have them. So
hey, I've got a question.
And this question comes from inside the big yard at Folsom County Prison.
What's the tree situation like at the Gorgone household?
Artificial.
Okay.
I know. And so it goes against everything I believe in, but the air is so dry here. And the way that the heating system is set up, I just feel like it'd be a tinderbox if it had like a real tree.
I see.
So out of parental responsibility, I went artificial.
By the way, I don't know if Bob is joking or not, but I have also done the same. Fall asleep pre-takeoff and during landing, which are the most jostly moments to be asleep. But yes.
Wow, Bob likes it rough.
Oh dear. Hi, I too have an artificial tree. Mine is approximately 2 feet tall. It's kind of like a little Charlie Brown Christmas, and it's got all kinds of little court-appointed decorations to put on it and stuff like that.
Court-appointed.
Yeah, they're like in little bags, numbered 5 and 3. And so I was thinking of dragging the kids over and forcing them to do that sort of a thing.
I think
is the great. A there on purpose or no?
Yeah.
A Rosie Place?
A Rosie Place for children.
Oh, I get you.
Let me look for the Rosie's Place in their Amazon wish list, and I'll find that for you.
I mean, what do I know? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, so I was on another person's podcast yesterday. I was on a technical podcast yesterday about WordPress and all that. And guess what I saw? It wasn't me that happened to, but guess what?
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Feline invasion. I repeat, we have a feline invasion. Chris, hold very still. Do not turn your head. For the love of Pete, don't turn your head. Oh, the humanity.
Remember those days?
I don't remember those days. What are you even talking about? Yeah.
Did you block them out? I won't believe you blocked them out.
No, I hate it all. Dr. Sally Getch was on this show with me, six people panel, and Dr. Sally's cat comes flying up the back of her, lands on her shoulder, and a little more than just like head business, starts chewing on her hair. Like I'm gonna probably get my way through that.
Okay.
So it was pretty interesting. I watched a cat like start consuming a guest on the show. I had never seen that sort of a thing. I never seen that sort of thing. Hey,
you ever miss it though? I mean, do you miss having a cat? I don't think so.
Yeah. Let me tell you about that. Yeah, we're sponsored by Dot Online, And you can get your own domain, .online, cbrogan.me/online for $1, all caps. You can
Can I
get
get Chris really hated the cat
Right.
.online.
.online. We're sponsored by Castos, who makes an incredible podcasting app. Oh my gosh, what an easy app to use. I had used probably everyone's favorite podcasting app as a hosting platform for years and years and years. But, our pal Matt Medeiros went over there. So we said, sure, we'll give it a try. Lo and behold, it's pretty good.
You know what? If it wasn't easy, you wouldn't do it. That's how everybody knows it really works.
Utterly true, because I hate fussy things.
Yup.
I'm fussy, but I hate fussy
You
things.
are so fussy.
I am the fussy. We're sponsored by StreamYard, cbrogan.me/StreamYard. These people, they had asked a couple questions recently, sort of like, hey, are you still sponsoring our show? Can you show me an example of an episode where you mentioned StreamYard? I said, oh, you mean all 200 plus episodes? I got you covered. We're sponsored by Presearch. If you don't want a search engine made by the Gaagala family, Larry Gaagala and Sergey Gaagala, you can get your own at presearch.com. That's made by Bill Presearch and his friends, Old Dusty in the lab. And there's that man
unbelievable.
Steinem down to design. Presearch.com. Get yourself some searches, and they're all pre.
So you're so funny. I sent you the link for the Rosie's Place Amazon wish list, and like I told you, it's horrible. So maybe you could shorten it for me. Oh, come on.
Castos customer service is awesome. That's good to know.
Bob says the pressure change on the airplane lulls him to sleep. See, that's the part that bothers me. It's like, and I was like pretty, oh, why do you no longer have a cat? He never wanted one in the first place. Those people are like, did the cat leave? Yes, the cat packed its bags, got an apartment in another city, and left.
To a farm.
Oh, shut up.
Well, the cat is relocated back to where it started its journey, at least temporarily. So
I really thought, Leslie, I'm disappointed. I thought this would be Happy Catter Day. Missed an opportunity there.
Leslie likes cats too. I will say to my mom and dad that don't get my guest room ready. I will see you at CES in Las Vegas. I will be in the Las Vegas area the first couple of days of January to go to the Consumer Electronics Show, the largest electronics show in America. It'll be big. It'll be fun. I will be staying at one of at least 3 hotels. Could be Motel 6. could be New York. Could be Circus. Who knows?
You don't want to spend that time with your family.
I love to spend time with my family. Okay, so welcome to the Backpack
I am not
Show.
going to CES.
No, you shouldn't. I mean,
no, but you know who's going to be there? Our favorite makeup artist. Song.
Our favorite. Oh, yeah.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah. Like you have another one, like another makeup artist you were expecting me to say.
The guy, the British guy.
Oh, well, he's lovely. But Song is Las Vegas based and is going to be at CES.
I have not said hi to Song since she yelled at her kids.
No, that's not her.
Oh, who's the makeup? Who's the yelled at the kids person?
The yell at the kids person has a spa in California.
Oh, right.
Song is a makeup artist out of Las Vegas. Yes, I know. That's why I told you.
I'll have to look her up. She's very nice. Maybe she'd go out to eat with me.
I bet she would.
When I'm standing by myself alone.
Will you shut up?
In a line in Las Vegas.
Honestly, you can't just go back to your parents and be like, your son has returned. That's supposed to work.
And now Jane's abandoning me too. Jane Morehouse won't be there for me to cry on her shoulder.
So I'll tell you a funny story. I emailed Jane to say, hey, one of your clients makes this lip oil and I'm like in love with it. They also made the lipstick I have on. It's Natasha Moore Cosmetics. So they make these cool, like shoot out of the tube lipsticks.
Ooh.
That's one of which I have on right now. The shade is powerful. But anyway, so I love that. They have this lip oil that I love. It's like just oil and you put it on and so your lips are less chapped. And I'm in love with it. And they're discontinuing it. I was like, oh no, send me everything in the warehouse. Isn't that always the way?
Always the way.
I know your lip oil situation is probably different than mine.
I mean, I've got tons of mine. But the Charles Schultz, when he made Peanuts, when he was drawing the Snoopy with Peanuts and whatever, there was a pen that he used. It was just like a regular old pen you could get at a drugstore. And so he asked around and he asked everybody he could you all just buy all of this pen? I need it. And I'm terrified I'm going to run out of it before I run out of, Snoopy. And so he died with like a pretty good sized warehouse just full of that one pen.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Pretty neat,
I
right?
understand the impulse. That's like the Seinfeld episode where they're going to discontinue the birth control that Elaine likes. So she's buying it all up. The sponges. I think it was.
Golly.
Yeah, totally. So I'm like, so we have a tree and the tree is standing upright and it's pre-lit, so it's lit, but that's the extent of it. I am not ready. I have a stack of boxes received from Amazon and other fine online vendors waiting to be opened, and I will probably process them on Christmas Eve. That's what I do. I like open everything, try to remember what it was that I like, who I ordered it for, and then I do all my wrapping on Christmas Eve because I feel like it's easier to hide stuff when it's not wrapped, and I just stuff it in luggage and things. So I don't know, like your secrets for that.
I don't have one. What we've been doing the last couple of years is just saying to the kids, here's some money. And then they buy the things because they don't do it the way other kids do. I mean, I started composing my Christmas list on like February 2nd and probably more accurately January 2nd, but probably December 27th. So my kids are not like that. My kids are like, I don't know what I want for Christmas. And when they ask for it, like December 23rd. And so now I just show them, great, put that into the old Amazon box and push the button and see what happens. And it says, oh, well, we'll get it to you in June. And I'm like, there you go. That's what you get.
My kids are like, I don't know. That's all I got. I don't know. So I said, well, great. You're going to get some stuff you don't want probably. And you're welcome. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Here's your socks.
Or they want YouTube merch, which takes like 5 to 6 weeks to ship in the first place. And it's always like on pre-order. It'll be here like in March. So I was like, great. I look forward to that. I'm going to go I was like, don't give me anything. I'm going to go get my tattoo worked on. I still have I got work to do. I don't know if I'll finish it this next time. It needs there's a lot to cover. So I might have to go twice more.
I see. I don't understand like how much time to allot for such of a thing. I don't.
This took just the line work took like 3.5 hours, just the lines because it's so everywhere. And then I went back for a little bit like lavender and leaf palooza, and that was probably another like 2.5.
Very nice.
And so yeah, I have another probably 3 to 5 hours ahead of me with color and shading.
So let's ask a question to our friends who are here. What are your holiday plans? What are you doing? What's a good piece of the experience, and what's a piece that you could do without?
And do you want some backpack coin? Because if you do, send the password Bob to Kerry at chrisbrogan.com along with your rally ID.
We'll lob coins at you.
Well,
real live, worth some money, but less money than it used to be. US dollar coins.
I know. Well, crypto is like having a moment right now.
So. Crypto has been thrashed for like a couple months and standing. And that has been something else. I've been watching my US stocks go down in horrible ways too.
Yeah, no, that's true. But they always come back. It's like you've got to be in for the long term. I just finished that book you recommended a while ago, The Psychology of Money. Here it is by Morgan Housel. Finished it with that dude. I had to hold it like angled like this because the dude was like right up in my face in front of me. But I finished it. And that's what it's like, basically buy and hold.
Hold.
Be patient.
With stocks, you expect 7%. With crypto, it could be anything. Anything in the world with crypto. I've had, really steady 30 some odd percent. I've had several couple 100%. And then a few times with things like Shiba Inu, like I don't even want to tell you about the percent because it was like not even a real number. It was like 78,000% or something like that. And it was just, I caught it at exactly the right spot. It went shooting up to the moon. I sold it at the right spot. And then it went right back down to earth. I was like, thank you. I'll pocket $1,100 for nothing. So
it's tough. It's one of those things where you can't try to actively trade it day to day or you'll lose your mind and panic sell and lose a bunch of money and stuff. So you have to just be like, I'm just going to take this money that I don't need for anything urgent and set it there.
People who talk a lot about crypto all day long, that's what they're doing usually is day trade stuff. And that's, That's tricky. Like you say, it's not you can't do it. It's just really, really, like you said, it's super makes your stomach hurt.
And you're not going to realistically like beat the crypto market. And you might catch a lucky break once in a while, but you'd be better off to buy a bunch of different coins and leave them sit, because one or two of them will like really take off and the rest like won't, or they might at different times, and just wait it out. I don't know. I don't know. It's too anxiety inducing. I hate looking at it. So
we had 0 replies to the question, hey, what are you doing for the holidays? Are you all set? What's something good?
Carol Alaloof is all set, right? Like
she's
been all set since like July.
September. Yeah, July.
She's ready to go. Everything is organized.
Bob is probably taking his kid on some like one great last yard sale trip or something like that.
I was thinking like an intergalactic cruise.
Also true.
He's like the cool dad.
Yep. Leslie's probably all set too. Especially if Leslie mix and matches stuff in homemade goods.
Carol says we were supposed to be tanning our buns in Florida, but that is no longer happening. So I'll spend some time with my sister, who will be visiting from the UK instead. You could still go out in the backyard in like a little bathing suit, get some sun. It'll be a little chilly.
A little awkward for your neighbors, but why not?
How dedicated are you is the question.
Right.
My neighbors are my in-laws.
That'd be, even more awkward, I guess. Good job out there, pumpkin.
There's this weird window in our house that I don't understand. It's one of those like little transom windows that exist for no reason. And it's right above the kitchen counter. And I think about it all the time because our laundry room is right next to the kitchen. And so if I come back from a trip or something, I throw all my clothes in the laundry and like run for it when nobody else is around. And I always think there is that little transom window.
Someone could see it. Deb says Seafood Fest at her house, which is very exciting to me. So I need a couple more details. Are we talking like the 7 fishes? Are we talking like, is there going to be a mix and match of shellfish and that sort of a thing? Like what's going down on that table? I'm yelling timber.
We will be doing a Christmas Eve show on Friday before.
Yes, we will.
Christmas.
During the day, though. Christmas Eve day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still buying nog. And what do you put in nog? Brandy or rum or brandy?
You're asking me? I mean, I drink it straight. I don't know what y'all's
Bob knows. Bob knows what.
I think it's traditional to put rum.
Feels like it is.
If you're going to spike it. But you could do rum and bourbon.
Oh,
what's your stance on that?
Rum is sweet. Bourbon's a little more iffy. It could be either way.
I mean, depends. If you're having relatives over, you definitely want to spike it. But
there is that.
There was one night when my son was, my kids were little, and my older decided out of nowhere to try meatballs, because apparently my sister-in-law from the South likes to make meatballs and eggnog. So this is like a banner night, and we're like, hell yeah, and then puked. Not a good mix. Not spiked eggnog, by the way, but eggnog's just like heavy and rich.
Yeah.
And the weird spicy meatballs with the eggnog, just the combo was like not good.
Shake a kid up after that, and it's not going to be any good.
Evidently, yeah.
Lobster, shrimp, scallops, and smoked salmon. That sounds delightful. Shrimp, like a cocktail shrimp, like little red sauce.
You're gonna have a +1 at your house for the holidays, Deb.
I'll be there. If it's anywhere on the path that my little electric bicycle can roll, I'm into it.
Have you taken it out?
Yeah, I took it out for one ride. I'm thinking about going out today because it's very gray, but it is dry, so I could probably.
It's freezing today.
Why
didn't you go yesterday or the day before?
The current temperature in Amesbury is 37 degrees.
Oh, it's just like freezing. That's not the worst.
That's pretty cold, but it's been like 60s, 50s.
Oh, well, I was when it was 50s and 60s, I was doing work with my company. You wouldn't know them, but they're kind of cool.
I think I do. I think I've heard of them. I also think if you were like, hey, let's all go for like a electric bike ride, I think they'd be like, yeah.
They would have gone for it.
Yeah.
My company seems really attached to bowling. I'm not sure what that's about, but
that's not the company. That's one person in particular. One Monsieur Cody. Literally every night, like, hey, we're going bowling. Who's gonna come? And I'm like, no.
Who's bowling tonight?
I'm literally the worst. Literally the worst bowler. I'm the one I'm like, can I have the thing they give kids that like directs the ball for you down the middle? Can I have that? Can I have the bumpers?
Hey, in entertainment news on the Backpack Show today, you should know that the new Spider-Man movie's out this weekend, so please don't miss it. There will
Don't
be
get spoiled.
spoilers galore for this one.
So if you want to see it, go see it quickly because people are already posting
A
things.
lot of jerks are spoiling it. So, and there's a lot to be spoiled. There's, at least 9 things that you don't want someone else to tell you about it. It's kind of like if one episode of Star Wars had the whole Luke, I'm your father, and glowy fake Jedi is back and all that stuff all in one show. It'd be like weird.
Yes.
Those are both Luke's. Were there other spoilers besides Luke spoilers?
I'm sure there were. I don't know.
I'm kind of blocked out 7, 8, and 9. Maybe I should rewatch them. Poe Dameron and those people.
Love Poe Dameron. You could go to the movies for the holiday. I used to do that, like pre-kids. I used to love going to the movies, like on the actual holiday.
On Christmas Day, I went and saw Royal Tenenbaums one time. It was very delightful.
It does. It feels like really indulgent or something.
Very. And nothing is and there's a camaraderie too. The people in there all kind of waved.
Yeah, like I don't want to hang out with my family today neither.
That's right.
Carol's son Jake is going to see Spider-Man tonight.
Actually, I met another Carol at a Christmas Day movie showing. Carol and her friend Michelle. I actually thought they were like a couple, but they weren't. But they were very lovely, and they were both very creative artist types in the little town where I used to live. And I met them at that event and made good friends with them.
Nice.
Can you imagine that no one talks to anybody at that?
I don't talk to anybody ever. I don't know what your problem is.
They were also very nice.
I'm not that nice.
Nice people.
It's hard to explain. It's not like I never talk to anybody, but I don't go to the movies to talk to strangers. I go to the movies to watch a movie. Even if I go by myself, like I'm not reckless eyeballing to see who's sitting around me. Like I'm watching a movie. I don't know.
They're very stylish too. They both dressed like they were in what's that? Hey, little baby, let me light your candle because mama, you're so hard to handle now. That band? Black Crows?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they looked like both Black Crows.
Okay.
Except they were not a couple, they were just friends.
Carol says Jewish Christmas, movies and Chinese restaurant. Sounds good.
Oh, thank goodness you went to see it, Bob. And yes, I got it. You got it in film though too, right? Please tell me you did. Please tell me you did. There were so many good things.
You're gonna nerd out. You're gonna nerd out with Bob. That's what you could do. That will be your holiday gift.
Oh my gosh, my holiday gift is if Bob and I nerded out in Twitter DMs for like 25 minutes on all the inside jokes.
Well, in that case, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas because I bet your DMs are filling up right now.
Any day now. All right. Hey, listen, we got to get out of here. This show's over. Good to hear at least 1.5 people's things they're doing. It's exciting. Big catch up.
We'll see you on Christmas Eve morning.
Yeah, we will see you on Christmas Eve.
Oh, and here's our person of the day. Kaboom!
Who's it going to be?
I'm going to give it to Kerry. Kerry's person of the day. You did good. Very good job.
Thank you.
First in the history of the show.
Drag myself out of bed to put on makeup.
Yeah.
Put on my Natasha Moore cosmetics.
They're a lot less
prickly
than like the Natasha Romanoff cosmetics.
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
That's a terrible joke. Your person of the day is revoked.
My Grammy was a big fan of the Avengers, but
that seems unlikely.
She not the Avengers, but she did like the Fantastic Four. She said she liked that little rubber man. And I always said,
that sounds not good.
What's that, Grammy? And she would say, but no, she did. She liked the Fantastic Four. And then she'd always ask me questions about Michael Morbius.